All right, Brian, where are we at and what are we doing?
So we're at a longtime customer, very dear friend, very dear customer of ours. We are at his new riding arena. He put this riding arena in not so long ago, and basically what needs to happen is this riding arena needs to be wetted down, or the footing inside the arena will deteriorate and the sun will dry it up and it'll basically just ruin it. So this is a pretty hefty investment, the riding arena alone, just for this operation. So basically what we're doing is at each corner of this riding arena, and then in the center, we're putting water cannons to basically wet down a big oversized sprinkler to wet down this this arena and keep this arena wet. So that's what the white pipes are sticking up out of the ground. They are basically going to be the area that the water cannon is going to be in, and then it'll spray out in a semicircular pattern each one of those standpipes. What you're looking at now is we have our electricians and our plumbers are here, along with an excavator who is digging supply pipe to go down to where a pump in our control panel is going to be housed. So we have to pump up to 300 gallons a minute to feed these cannons. That's how much water we're going to be moving. Wow. So at about 70 psi. So what we've done is we have supply tanks over there, and then we have a pump house right here where Roman is at. And in that pump house, in that vault, there will be a pump and the actual electrical controls that'll control every head when it comes on and when it goes off, and it'll also turn the pump on and off. What the excavators are doing right now is they are digging a supply pipe into that pump house, and then we actually installed supply tanks over here a couple weeks ago that will actually supply this with enough water. And we can walk over here and I'll show you.
Yeah, let's go check those out.
What we'll do is these tanks will fill up with water, and they will hold 5,000 gallons apiece for a total of 10. So what happens is there's mechanical valves and floats in here. The water will come out of the frost free, interact with these mechanical valves and floats, and it'll fill these tanks up over time. Because of the water sources here, there's a well, you have to have some type of storage, because you can't tax the well pulling 300 gallons a minute. It will never do it. So for the volume that we need, we have to have some type of storage for it. So basically that pump and that sprinkler system for that riding arena is going to be fed from these two tanks. So each tank has a mechanical fill and a mechanical float, and it also has supply line that runs here. It runs over to the pump house, and that's all gravity fed because we had enough fall to feed out of these tanks over that gravity house. So that's what you see here.
And right here, what is this?
These are our at point of use control valves and control valve assemblies. So basically what's going to happen is at each one of those standpipes that we showed in that previous video, water is going to come in, and you're going to be able to control the water on and off manually, and then this valve is electrically controlled that it'll actually get a signal, a 24 volt DC signal. It'll open the valve, and it'll allow the water to flow through this valve, out of this valve, into this inlet pipe. And on top of this inlet pipe, there'll be a pipe that comes out of the ground where the cannon will actually sit on top of that pipe and spray the water as a normal sprinkler head system works. But this is our control valve assembly for our water to those valves, to those sprinkler heads. So these are the sprinkler heads that will go on top of a standpipe, a galvanized standpipe that'll come out. There'll be a pressure gauge here so we can see the pressure of the water that's coming into this sprinkler head. And basically this is, you know, a head slash water cannon slash XYZ. This is what's actually going to sit on top and be point of use and will disperse water out into that riding arena.
Okay.
Yeah, look at the water volume coming out.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, and then you can change the nozzles, and then look at, you know, the size orifice on those nozzles.
This gets bigger.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Fully mechanical. It'll rotate back and forth.
Okay.
It's got a grease circ to it, so you can maintain them. Yeah, pretty sweet little little deal here.